folks had struggles in '07, as a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And, I grew up understanding, hey, I need to create or learn skills that will help, cure these things had they happen to us again.
Welcome to the 200% Life podcast. It's almost the end of season 2, and we're excited. I mean, this is my second to last episode, one more episode, and we're ready to start season 3 in 2024. It's December. The weather, not in Florida, but the weather is getting a little colder, and we're excited. But before we move on to this amazing episode, we have a special guest here today. We want to make sure that you rate, subscribe, like, and follow all of our pages. We're everywhere: YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. So make sure you like it, subscribe it. If you find yourself lonely one night, just binge watch all of our shows, and we will thank you for it. But today we have a special guest. We have an amazing gentleman here that I've met. It was about a year ago, right?
Yeah,
about a year ago.
Yeah.
Mr. Nathaniel Cochrane. Thank you for being on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. So we met about a year ago.
Yep.
In a bar.
Exactly.
It was a restaurant bar.
Yeah.
Our producer Leticia was there. My wife was there. You were there with some business partners.
Yep.
And we just hit it off. We just kept in contact, and I liked it because we had the same energy. It's about business entrepreneurship, and our podcast is about business entrepreneurship, inspiration, motivation, and I think that's what really kind of drew ourselves together. And we've kind of kept in touch. We've kind of collaborated on a couple of things. We're hopefully starting to do some great things here coming up here in the next couple of months. But you are a partner at Home Offers Brevard.
Yes.
And so we're going to talk a little bit about that and just all around just kind of what you do. So, so tell us what you do. Home Offers Brevard. What is that?
Well, we stabilize distressed assets in real estate.
Yeah.
And, fix them, flip them. We also do new construction. So
Nice.
I do quite a bit of the real estate world. And
do you also get down and dirty with the construction?
I used to, and sometimes I do, but I used to, for sure.
Okay, got it. So basically, fix and fit distressed projects,
right?
And what is your ideal, I guess, client or who are you looking for?
Someone that has given up and they need the help, right?
Nice.
So a lot of times the houses and properties that we get cannot be listed on the regular MLS, and maybe they need probate assistance, and we pay for probate, we pay for all their closing costs, this, that, the other, and we deal with also foreclosures very heavily. So
nice. Okay.
Anyone that wants to get cash for their equity and walk away, and we take care of the mortgage and all that, we are definitely interested in that as well.
Gotcha. So basically, homeowners that are facing some sort of difficulty, death in the family. What other hardships have you encountered?
Yeah, foreclosures. So divorce.
Yeah,
we got a couple of those.
Yes.
And
divorce is a big one.
Yeah, very huge,
very popular
very
now.
Huge.
Unfortunately, but some people, but we're dealing a lot with divorces here in the real estate world, as you guys know, just in the regular aspect. So divorce, death in the family,
and anything that's going to change the income of the house structure.
Yeah.
Or cause it to go into very deep disrepair. So a lot of that is what we deal with.
Gotcha.
And just problem solving. We love to problem solve. That's my thing. And then it also is something that comes from the heart as well, because my folks had struggles in '07, as a lot of people have.
Yeah.
And I grew up understanding, hey, I need to create or learn skills that will help cure these things had they happen to us again.
Gotcha.
So that's where it really came from.
So dealing with a lot of, obviously, problem solving.
Yep.
I've always said the best paid people in this world are problem solvers.
Exactly.
So I consider myself one too. I love to just get, okay, what is the situation? What's the solution? Who can we get in? Who can we bring in? What connections can we have?
Right.
And to make things happen. So what have you seen here in 2023? And in 2023, there's been a ton of changes out in the real estate world,
Yes.
as you know. We're dealing with inflation. We're dealing with high interest rates. We're dealing with, all sorts of things. What have you mainly seen in your business happen right now in 2023 compared to, let's say, 2022?
Well, I think largely the sellers are not as informed. They still think that we're months ago in their prices.
Got it.
And we also see, again, people are starting to lose their homes, basically.
Yeah.
So I think, I was looking at one one data entry, it was like 600 houses in a couple of months. It was 900,
Wow.
that were facing foreclosure.
Gotcha.
So we're seeing quite a bit of that. But like I always tell, and longer days on market. As you know,
yeah, we've seen that
quite
as
a bit of that.
Yeah.
So what used to sell in 30 days or less, or 5 days, is sitting for 45 to 60 days. So,
yeah.
We find that and we're tweaking our business model just for that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So finding a solution to homeowners that need the help. And, I think that's a big piece that, it's missed out there. You know what I mean? And you said something very important. I think that a lot of sellers are misinformed or don't have the knowledge. And hopefully through this channel or through this avenue, we can actually, touch some people, that need the help.
Right.
And by the way, not only in Brevard, this is Home Offers Brevard. We're going to send our helping hand too here in all the counties here in Florida.
All over Florida.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll figure it out.
Exactly.
So if you're facing this right now, if you're having some sort of difficulty, feel free to DM our podcast. We'll get with Nathaniel and we'll get something done. So that's our main goal here, is to help as many people as we can and use the avenues that we have to hopefully help some people to get out of their situation and move it forward. So
and at least you have the options. So that's the basic thing. I remember talking with my folks. They just didn't have options. They didn't know the options.
Correct.
No one was sharing it with them.
Correct.
So I think that that's where we try our utmost best to be that solution. 200%.
200%. That's it. I love
put 200%.
And we're rocking the 200% mugs.
Exactly. So I'm excited about this, by the way.
We're
this is a great little
gift. All right. So distress home. So I know that a lot of comparison has been made to the 2007, 2008 when COVID hit. Because your business has been up and running. So how long?
Yep.
How long has it been?
About 10 years. About 10 years I've been doing real estate, but about 8 years with the
Home Offers Brevard.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yep.
So obviously COVID hit, going now on 4 years. And a lot of people thought that the market was going to crash.
Right.
That was one of the main things. Is like, people are going to stop paying their homes. People are getting furloughed left and right. Hospitality got hammered. The restaurant business got hammered. Anything that had to do with people being together,
right?
it was an event.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole 9 yards, right? So retail, I already went to online, and a lot of things happened. So did you see a spike in your business due to the stress property?
Spike.
Okay, in 2020?
Huge spike. So we were fixing and flipping quite a bit, and that just ballooned. Like we had quick sales, sales with sight unseen kind of stuff. It was fantastic because again, we paid attention to the market a bit, knowing that a lot of folks were going to start moving from certain key areas because they had the leisure to stay home and work and what have you. So we kind of paid attention to that and were excited when it came.
Yeah.
So
what were we? We were because Feds had to do something. The answer to COVID was low interest rates,
right?
Which now we're paying for.
Right, exactly. I mean, we knew that we're going to pay it sooner or later.
Pay it sooner or later. People forget,
not this fast.
Yeah,
though.
people forgot that the rates before COVID in 2019 were like almost 6%. Actually, we're already at 6%, I think. From my memory recalls, and then but all people remember is that 2% rate that you got in 2020, 2021. And but the standard rate is actually what the rate is now. It's 7.5%. And when I got into this business in 2005, 6, that's what it was. And so this cycles that you kind of go through. But so you saw a big spike in 2020, 2021. 2022, how was it for you? As far as like, what did you see different? That
it kind of kept going for us.
Okay.
Yeah, it kept going, and then we seen it change dramatically. I want to say around the summer.
Summer
2023. Yeah.
23.
Yeah. That's when we saw it. The houses not selling as fast as we wanted it to. Yeah. So, I kept a couple, but
yeah.
You buy them good and right, you'll be fine. So
no, absolutely. No. And, like you said, days on market, has been a little bit longer now.
Definitely.
Now more than ever is pricing it correctly. Now more than ever is listen to your agent or listen to whoever is leading that transaction about pricing, because pricing, if you get stuck, you're going to miss.
Exactly.
How many times we see see sellers that for $5,000-$6,000 they said, "Oh, I'm gonna pass on it," and then they're
And
seeing
then the
another
market
30,
changed.
45 days,
Yeah,
60
it's over.
days, and they're like, "I wish I would have taken that $5,000-$6,000
Mhm.
discount." Because now I've been sitting on the market for another 2-3 months. So
Mhm.
very, very important. So we love Brevard County, by the way.
Yeah.
We have a satellite office there in Brevard County.
Yeah.
We're obviously in Orange County here in the Orlando area, but we love Brevard.
Yeah.
What are your favorite things about Brevard County? Because I do want to hear from you.
We have a lot of nature. We
Nature.
have a lot of nature. We have the beaches. We have
beaches.
the longest strip of beach and waterfront property. So we're super excited at that, and that's free to us every day.
Yeah.
So we're excited.
Excited.
And
10 minutes away.
Exactly.
10 minutes away.
In any direction, it's about 10 15 minutes. Just
to the water.
period. Yeah. And then we're getting a lot of new restaurants that are coming into town as well, and a lot more development. There's quite a bit of development, so I'm excited to see where we end up.
And the statistics that I read was, and one of the reasons why I went over there, obviously because of SpaceX and all the engineering and everything, but a lot of engineers moving from all over the country to Brevard, which is beautiful. And then so far, to my knowledge, it is the least expensive beachfront property that you can get in Florida.
Yeah.
Is that correct? I think it is correct.
It is economical. Yeah.
It
is definitely economical.
Is
for
there?
Sure.
So for those of you who don't know Brevard County, NASA's there. That's where the rocket's falling out of there. We always see some launches. Everything. Is that a big deal in Brevard, by the way? It's like people are like, oh, the rocket's going to launch.
If you've been there long enough, it's not that much of a big deal.
Disney.
Yeah. But
Disney.
Exactly. This is like a normal thing. But for people that are coming for the very first time, it is a spectacular sight to see.
Yeah, Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah. We have Blue Origin there. We have a lot of Amazon coming through. They bought 2 different locations, one in Melbourne, one in Titusville. So there's going to be a lot of different kinds of jobs. And, I'm excited. We have a lot of tech stuff at Groundswell. I mean, a lot of movements.
I'm drawn to it.
Yeah.
And we go there at least once a week.
Yeah.
And go have dinner over there. That's actually how we met, because we're having dinner, and then we just kind of just took off and learned. And that's the power of just networking.
Oh yeah.
So how important is networking to business in your opinion?
Networking is the blood.
The blood.
So if you have a craft or product or anything, you need to really be getting out there and speaking to the most people. Yeah. Right. And everybody is your network. Like I have a saying that everybody's a part of my journey. Yeah. So I met you. You're a part of my journey. I met Leticia, your wife. They're a part of my journey. And if we can touch everybody with that, hey, I can help somebody in every different way. That's really where it's at. But networking, is the key.
Networking is
definitely the key.
How many people do you want to meet, like, on a monthly basis?
I need to meet at least 4 a day.
4? Oh, nice.
4 a day.
How about 5 a day?
Yeah. Well, you got me on the one.
Yeah,
I'll add
5 a day.
that. 200%.
Yeah. 200%.
Yeah. I was only doing 199. Don't worry, I'll get there.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So I've always said, hey, I'm trying to meet at least 5 new people a day.
Yeah.
See how, because right now, powerful collaboration is important.
Oh my gosh,
okay,
it's
powerful collaboration.
I think every real estate agent right now and broker needs to look at themselves in the mirror with this concept. I need to collaborate heavily. And if you could collaborate with your loan officers, that's good. Builders, investors like myself who love to work together, you'll be able to go through the storm, of uncertainty. So there's always in my opinion, I think there's always somebody that has a solution to something we have, right? And always put them in the Rolodex, right? Mm-hmm. And now with technology, I carry paper business cards because that's just what you're supposed to do. But now, like the business cards on the phone, and just exchanging. Now the iPhone, thank God, you can actually just put the phone next to it and now just share your contact. So a network, and I agree with you. It's definitely, you gotta meet people and everywhere. Yeah, we were at. By the way, we're gonna free advertising the Crush 11. It's a Crush 11. Yeah,
right? Crush 11.
Yeah.
So that's where we met. Crush 11. We'll tag you on this.
Free plug for you guys.
Free plug in for you, right? But yeah, you made a connection because we were there a couple times, and then it was a beautiful. It was a November night. It was actually chilly that night. I remember.
Yeah.
And we met there, but that was just it. Everywhere we go, we connect.
Exactly.
Everywhere we go, we connect. Mm-hmm. What's your biggest motivation in business? You've been an entrepreneur for how long? First of all, how long has it been entrepreneurship?
About a decade, almost a decade now.
Okay. Yeah. So what is the motivation as an entrepreneur? What gets you up every single morning? What is something that is just a driving force?
Well, I will always say my why, my family,
Okay.
right? And then creating possibilities. You know, you could create a possibility just in thin air by picking up the phone
Yeah.
and reaching out to somebody that you can help. So I'm excited about that
Yeah.
every morning because, you know, I like to problem solve.
Yeah.
I like to, you know, work
Yeah.
in a group. I like to create teams. We also have a Epic Mastermind group. So same thing. Collaboration is what I
Yeah.
love, you know. So yeah.
Just that motivation. I love it.
Yep.
So helping somebody, it's one of the biggest
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, definitely.
And that goes a long way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, the more people you help, it just comes back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
It just comes back to you. Yeah. So, I mean, in business, I mean, I will tell this to every entrepreneur, you know, help as many people as you can, you know, and don't expect anything in return, technically, because the money's just going to come.
Oh, yeah.
The money's just going to come back to you.
It's definitely going to come because at the end of the day, you'll create a certain set of skills that none in the marketplace have.
Yeah.
You know, and you give yourself an opportunity like none other. So,
no, I love it.
Yeah.
What is Nathaniel Cochrane's purpose?
My purpose is to work with amazing teams to help communities that are underserved. So young men that need that kind of help, you know. Yeah, those are some of my real purposes.
Nice. So you're doing the masterminds, you're doing helping the stress homes. Anything else that you got, you know, going on?
Well, you know, I love business, so I could talk about business all day. You know, my folks have Green Foods Market, so we have.
I was going to ask you. So people can find you on Instagram through is Mr.
Greenfoods.
Mr.
Because I love eating plant-based. I love plant-based. Being outside. You know.
Oh, so they own Green Foods.
Green Foods Market. Yes.
And what is it? Is it a?
It's a health food store.
Health food. Just plant-based?
Mm-hmm.
Just plant-based. Yep. Nice. Where's that?
It's off Malabar. It's in Palm Bay.
Oh, Palm Bay.
Yep.
Got it. So tell me about your journey. So are you full on?
Well, I've always been plant-based.
I
never ate any meat or fish or anything like that. But
So walk me through that.
So
what is it that? I don't know if I could do it.
Well, initially I was born like that because my folks didn't eat meat. But then when I moved on my own and what have you, of course you have opportunities to do whatever. But I just kept with it because you know, I know, you know, you cook, you experiment, and you know, experience. So I've always loved it.
What do you replace protein with?
Protein is in all your foods.
Oh, it's all the foods. Okay.
It's all your foods except for sugars, salts, and oil. I think it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You just, as long as you're eating balance. So of course you got the nuts and the legumes, and you know, of course there's a plethora of vegetarian options right now. So
I heard about I think it was vegetarian chicken wings. I don't even know what they have in it, but
you didn't try it?
I did not try it. I saw it on Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram, somebody else who's also plant-based put them up and he says, "Oh, I think these are pretty good." Yeah, but
so I told your wife, I gotta get you some food. I gotta.
Oh, give me some. You don't try it. We did go to an event.
Yeah.
Our producer was there. Shout out to Ecologic Group, either with LPT as well, and they went to their event, and it was all plant based because that's they're full plant based, and we were tasting stuff that actually tasted like meat, but it wasn't. It was like vegetarian sausage. I don't know what else was there. I don't know if you guys remember, but I don't know what it was. But I was like, this tastes like meat.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's so many different options. I've had mushroom meatballs. And, a friend of mine that ate meat, they were hanging out with me, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
So I mean, it wasn't like that when I was a kid, obviously. You know, because I get picked on. Oh, you can't be strong because you don't have the meat. You know, kids are kids. But as I grew up, I mean, there's so many different options in restaurants.
I've seen the restaurants now. Yeah, like the Impossible stuff.
Right. Yep.
The Impossible stuff. We did the Boca Burgers for a while. The Boca Burgers for a while.
Yeah,
they were actually good.
Not bad.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
See, so you've tried. You've tried
some stuff.
Yeah.
It's been years, though. It's been years.
Okay.
It's been years. All right, gotcha. Well, that's good, though. I mean, that's what is there. No, drinks is no problem, right?
No.
Yeah.
My parents never drank, so that's always a good thing. I'm not gonna say anything else, but
yeah. I spoke to another vegetarian or a plant-based, and he's like, I asked him, "Do you?" I was like, "Hey, listen, It's just the food. The drink's not a
Right,
problem.
right. No problem there. Yeah.
The drinks is there. Okay, gotcha. So what are we looking for now in 2024? Going back to business in 2024, what are the goals for home offers Brevard? How many, well, let's start with this. How many, do you go by units or transactions, or families helped? Where do you, how do you measure?
I go by units.
This year, roughly?
I would have to talk to my young lady there for the actual numbers.
Backstage, okay.
Yeah. But we're buying 20 houses a month. That's what we're looking for.
Beautiful.
So at any given moment, that's where our number is. For 2024 in particular, Epic Mastermind will be released in March for the public with courses and what have you.
Nice.
So we've been doing that mastermind for about 6 months. And so we're excited to bring that to the main stage. We have a slew of events that I'm extremely excited about. It's going to be an accelerator for businesses, small businesses that want to take their business to the next level, that need financing, funding, because we're all a group of investors. So launching that heavily and just 20 homes, a month.
20 homes a month.
20
That's
homes
it.
a month. With you, it's going to be 40 to 100.
That's
right?
what we're
So
doing.
let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do a little something here in our side of town. You know what I mean? But that's good. So Epic Mastermind right now currently it's a group that meets, change ideas, but now you're expanding it to just going online for courses and stuff like that.
Yep.
God, beautiful, and all business minded,
all business
entrepreneur, any type of industry is can go, or is it mainly for real estate?
No, so it's going to take on a couple of different roles. We have on the board a cryptocurrency guy. Nice. We have corporate folks that have served in corporate boards already. There's going to be a lot of education and planning for that. Of course, real estate, they have a few of those, but we have an AI coach, Brandon. Super excited about that partnership there.
Nice.
And a slew of others. So it's business people across the board.
Business people across the board.
That's on the board, yeah.
And that's important to open up that network.
Yeah,
you have somebody always for any type of industry ready to go. And
they're just excited to help people, so we're excited. I'm excited.
Yeah,
just like
absolutely.
as you and I, how we meet, I'm excited. So,
no, absolutely.
So just having that energy, and I'm excited about that group.
You guys are meeting once a week, I believe, right?
Yeah, about once a week.
Awesome. So I get your invitations all the time. Always I'm a little further away, but
we got to get him on there, okay? Because you have a lot of skill.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And for the younger generation, because we do have a lot of young entrepreneurs, people coming up into business in their early 20s, right out of high school. What is something that you would like to tell them as they're watching this podcast? And for business, like if you're, let's say an entrepreneur, younger, early 20s, just trying to figure things out, but or have a passion for business, like what advice or what's one thing that you would tell them, that crowd?
I would say explore and find a mentor,
very important.
So those two things right there is going to, put your trajectory of wherever you want to go quite faster.
Nice.
All right. Get somebody that is where you want to be and talk to them, because they would be definitely helpful to you as a young person, and, explore.
I love it. And mentorship is something that a lot of people miss.
Yes.
Could be pride, could be whatever.
Right.
But I will tell you, you said it correctly. Everybody who has a mentor gets to the place where they're trying to get to a lot quicker.
Oh yeah.
And exploring kind of like what the possibilities are.
Exactly.
It's very, very important. How long did it take you to actually get to the business that you're in now? A little trial and error.
Well, if I had a mentor very early.
Oh, got it.
And if I explored very, very early. And also with the exploring and finding that mentor, right, it will cut out a lot of the years. So, I wanted to be, I was in the medical field for a lot of years. And then when I came back around, I always wanted to do real estate. Yes. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And when I look back, I could have done that earlier.
Yeah.
Right. Just by, finding a mentor, staying focused at it, and not letting the no's discourage you.
Yeah.
So, there's 100 no's, keep going.
Yep.
So those are the keys right there.
Is the next step closer to yes?
Yeah.
It's no.
One step closer to the yes. And success is right over the corner anyway.
No, absolutely.
So,
absolutely. I mean, we had a conversation a couple of weeks ago. I have a passion for, you said, picking up that phone and just see what the opportunities are.
Oh, yeah.
It starts with your network.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you know? Who have you met throughout it? You're meeting 4 or 5 people a day.
Mm-hmm.
These got to be people you can reconnect
exactly.
and be there. And then one of my tips is also follow them on social media, because you guys can keep track of each other even quicker.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because
I think that's really a good thing that you got. Yeah.
Follow them on social media.
So good, yeah.
On the spot. And I think
yep.
you did that. You came to one of our workshops that we have for Palm Media Lab, and that's what you did. You know, you connected with everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I think you were probably one of the few that did, and grabbed everybody's Instagram, grabbed everybody's. And I think it's good because people are posting on a daily basis, and you can see, anniversaries, birthdays, whatever, business opportunities, successes. And I think that's very, very important. But then having that opportunity to grab some. Grab somebody in your network, and then just, I remember that this person was an attorney for this, or this person is a handyman for here, or this person does appraisals, or this person does that. I mean, I think that's gold.
Oh yeah,
that's gold. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
so picking up that phone, keeping connected.
Yep.
And I'm a fan of cold calling.
Yeah, I mean that's where the gold is.
That's the battlefield, right?
Oh yeah,
and a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah.
I actually love it. It's just like, who's gonna pick up the phone?
Right.
Are they gonna be? What mood are they gonna be in?
Right.
Are they gonna be happy to hear me?
Exactly.
Or they're not. And I always say, it doesn't matter. If people hang up the phone on you, or whatever. Hey, we're just finding the people that you can actually have a conversation and say, yeah, you can help me. Let's go ahead and meet. Yeah. Let's see what options we have. That's really what the goal is.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm the same way. I feel that.
No, absolutely. What was one of the biggest hurdles that you experienced during entrepreneurship, and how did you overcome it?
Well, before we get to the hiring folks and stuff for projects, the first step was getting over the mind here.
Yeah.
I didn't have a name brand job at the time, right? So it's different.
Yeah.
So I think that if we work on our mindset a lot, that's the way I overcome it. So I started to watch a lot of podcasts kind of like this one.
Yeah.
And just look for these little stories with motivation. And a lot of times you could connect with the people that's talking, and you have ideas. So that was what I did and read. You got to read a few of these books. Yeah,
read, watch.
You have to.
Yeah.
I have a few recommendations.
Favorite book? Go ahead. Recommend a book.
Well, it's 4-Hour Workweek. That was the one that I got to do it by myself, for myself right now. So that was one huge jump right there for me. There's several other books. Universal Laws. That's another book as well. Very helpful stuff. Good. So I would say that was the key for me.
And guys, spend time, read, get yourself educated. Yes. There's so many free resources on there you can't even imagine.
It's a lot.
All the way from Google to YouTube to just free books, for everything. I mean, if you don't do it, it's because you're not finding the time for it. You're not putting a priority on it. You have to be there.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I mean, my wife hates it, but sometimes I'm up, 12, 1, 2, just reading and reading and watching and reading and just finding out, what is working, what is not working, what are the things that we can change to make any type of business that we're in, more successful. Yeah. So,
and you have to love it for you.
You have to. It's self-improvement.
So, yeah. So it's
self-care.
Oh yeah. It's like being in the gym, and I'm doing it for me, so I can look good.
Your mind gym.
Yeah. It's the mind gym.
It's the mind gym.
Exactly.
So, obviously, I encourage every single person to get educated, get to where you need to be at, and you can get so many great resources out there, so I think it's very important.
And it's like 20 minutes a day. You can
you can get a lot done.
Few YouTube just take your time and 20 minutes a day, watch a little bit of a podcast, or listen to it while driving. I mean, we're all driving, we're all busy, but if you do those little things over time, they add up. So
they add up. Awesome. I love it. So hope you got some great nuggets today. I want to thank Nathaniel for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Absolutely.
And again, you can find him on homeoffersbrevard.com. Again, if you need help with your property because you are, in distress, some situation happened, etc. We all can sympathize, but we have resources. We can help you.
That's
Any
right.
part in Florida, and I'm sure if it's Orange or anywhere here, he's going to call.
Yeah,
we're going to collaborate to help you together.
That's right.
But definitely reach out to us for the podcast. What was your handle again for Instagram?
mr.greenfoods. So green foods with a FOODS. Or you can find us on at Home Offers Brevard on all platforms.
No offers platform. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, cheers to you. Cheers to you on our 200% mugs.
There you go.
And I want to thank everybody for again joining us. And join us for the next couple. We have one more episode helping up, finishing up the second season and starting out 2024 brand new. So thank you so much for joining us on the 200% Life podcast. See you on the next one.